Thank you for taking time to learn more about SOLAVEI. SOLAVEI. Sola, sun. Vei, veins. Sun in your veins. What I really like to focus on, though, as a company is our tagline, which we've trademarked, which is powered by relationships, because it really speaks to what we're focused on as a company, and that is positively impacting millions of people's lives around the world for good. Number one, the economy. People looking for a way to make additional income. And number two, social. People are more connected today in a natural sharing environment more than ever before. It's these four trends that have converged to create the opportunity we have today for SOLAVEI. And here is what we're doing. We are combining mobile and social to redefine commerce. And what SOLAVEI is creating is an industry in and of itself called social commerce. SOLAVEI is going to create a market of millions of people. And here is what happened. In September of this last year, I had an epiphany, and it was this, that a single relationship has the potential to make life better for many people. One person connected to another has the opportunity to make life better for others. The mission of our company is to make commerce less expensive for the consumer. Things that you and I do naturally every single day. Make it cost less. More importantly, make it profitable for the consumer every single day. And for us as a company, creating a viral brand that we believe everyone is going to be interested in. I always believe that everything is always better seen when you can see it through the lens of a consumer. So what I'd like to do with you for the next few minutes is role play, so you can see how strong the SOLAVEI opportunity is. So picture this. Let's say that you and I are sitting down having a cup of coffee at Starbucks here in Seattle, Washington, and I ask you the question, have you heard of the company SOLAVEI? And you say you haven't. I say, SOLAVEI is a fast-growing social commerce company and is now my mobile services provider. Just like I had been using AT&T before, I'm now using SOLAVEI for my mobile phone service. You ask me, do you like it? I say, I love it. The service is as good, if not better, than what I had before, as SOLAVEI is operating on the backbone of one of the 4 largest mobile operators in the country. But the real difference is, Chantel, my wife, Barrett, our 17-year-old, and I had been paying between $280 and $360 every single month with AT&T for our 3 phones. And now with SOLAVEI, I'm only paying $49 per month, unlimited voice, text, and data, 4G nationwide, with no contracts and complete transparency. You're intrigued, and you say that you've not seen any retail locations for SOLAVEI, and you ask me where I got it. I say to you, well, that's what's interesting. You actually get it from me. And you say, from you? I say, you see, last year, AT&T spent over $4 billion in advertising, sales, and marketing. Places like American Idol, the Super Bowl. Verizon spent over $4 billion. T-Mobile and Sprint individually spent over $2 billion each. And what SOLAVEI made a decision to do is to take those same billions of dollars to drive down price for the average consumer for what they were paying for monthly. But more importantly, take those same billions of dollars to pay the greatest advertising vehicle known to man today, which is you and I. An example of that is, if you tell 6 of your friends about SOLAVEI and the $49 a month unlimited voice, text, and data, 4G nationwide, and they begin using SOLAVEI as their mobile service provider, SOLAVEI will put $150 directly into your bank account. As well, your friends will be using their phones every single month, and SOLAVEI will pay you a monthly override on the mobile phone services usage from those friends that are using SOLAVEI as their mobile phone services provider. On top of that, SOLAVEI will be doing deals with companies such as Amazon, Home Depot, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, Orbitz, just to name a few. Brands that spend billions of dollars each year to draw consumers to them. And SOLAVEI, by doing deals with those brands, they will pay SOLAVEI 2 to 12% on every single dollar that is spent by SOLAVEI members with them. That will be paid back to SOLAVEI, and SOLAVEI will in turn pay 50 cents of every dollar of gross profit back to the members of SOLAVEI through the compensation plan in place. You at this point are probably very interested. I tell you that it even gets better than that. Every morning when you wake up, you probably check your emails, your texts, your Facebook messages, your Twitter feeds. But now, when you have SOLAVEI as your mobile phone service provider, one of the very first things you want to do when you wake up, and in fact, many times throughout the day, is check your SOLAVEI dashboard. And here's why. This is where all of the activity is shown of those individuals that have started using SOLAVEI through you. An example is, it shows your 6 friends that are now using SOLAVEI as their mobile service provider. And what's even better is, because your 6 friends like the $49 a month unlimited voice, text, and data, just like you told them about SOLAVEI, they told others. Now let's say through them, 18 of their personal friends started using SOLAVEI. Well, over the last couple months, your SOLAVEI network naturally grew to 76 people because others liked the $49 a month unlimited 4G nationwide service, along with all the other benefits that come along with SOLAVEI. SOLAVEI is going to pay directly into your bank account every 2 weeks, and you find that SOLAVEI deposited $196 directly into your bank account. And you say to yourself, this is amazing. All I ever did was tell 6 good friends about something you were getting great benefit from. Many of us here at SOLAVEI have created some of the leading social technologies used today by some of the largest companies in the world. And one of the things we said was, we want to create a technology that would create a natural sharing environment about the tremendous opportunity of SOLAVEI, not a selling environment. So what we did was, we built everything on a social graph so that everything could be naturally shared. And what I mean by that is, if you shared SOLAVEI with 6 of your good friends, the moment that 6 friends started using SOLAVEI as their mobile service provider, a little message is going to pop up on the middle of my phone saying, your name, Amy Carney, just got 6. What that means is, my good friend, Amy, just got 6 people to use SOLAVEI as their mobile services provider. And SOLAVEI is now going to put $150 directly into your bank account. Well, that makes me feel good, that my good friend is personally getting benefit from something that I told her about. So I hit the send congrats button in the middle of the screen, and it immediately sends a message into the SOLAVEI community with a little message that says, Amy Carney just got 6. But it doesn't just send it to the SOLAVEI community. It immediately sends it congratulations to your Facebook, to your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Google+. Here it is on Facebook's newsfeed saying, congratulations, Amy, for making $150 for using your phone. Well, what do you think happens next? 11 of your friends in the next 10 minutes respond with comments. How did you make $150 for using your phone? For which you respond with, I started using SOLAVEI as my mobile service provider. You can too. Click here. This happens through your entire social graph and also into the online community of SOLAVEI. Here is where you can see all the posting activity of SOLAVEI in your network. Here's where you can see all of the new people that are getting involved, and here's where you can use the outreach manager to even invite more friends easily to SOLAVEI. So how hard is it to become a member of SOLAVEI when you tell me, sign me up. I want the $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide for myself. I say, it's incredibly easy. I ask you the question, who is your current mobile service provider? You say AT&T. I ask you if you're currently under a contract, and you respond with, I only have 1 month left. Well, that's as good as no. I ask you if you need a new phone, and I tell you about the new HTC One S, one of the leading new Android smartphones, and also about the new ZTE Android smartphone. You then ask me if you could use your current phone, your Samsung Galaxy, and I say absolutely. SOLAVEI will just send you a new SIM card. Because you have the Samsung Galaxy, I know it's an Android operating system. I ask you if you agree to the $49 a month unlimited voice, text, and data, and you say absolutely. I then ask you to put your name, your billing address. I ask you to put your email address, your phone number, and I ask if you want to have the new number ported over to the new service, and you say you do. And immediately, a little message pops up on the screen saying, congratulations. Your new SIM card and everything you need to get started is on its way. Well, here is what's going to happen next. Within the next few minutes, you're going to get a message from SOLAVEI. And here's what I can tell you. You will never find a company that is more focused on driving down costs for the things you're naturally doing every day. You'll never find a company that is so focused on driving reward, driving pay back into your life for the things you already do. Well, within the next day, you're going to receive a welcome package from SOLAVEI. And that welcome package is going to be your SIM card and everything you need to get started. If you needed that new phone, that's going to show up on that day as well. Well, within about a week, you're going to receive your SOLAVEI Bank of America Visa debit card. And what's unique about this card is that's where the unique technology is that resides keeping track of where all the purchases are going to take place by our SOLAVEI members with SOLAVEI partners. So two things happen. One, the right remuneration will happen from SOLAVEI partners back to SOLAVEI. More importantly, the right remuneration will happen from SOLAVEI back to the members of SOLAVEI through the compensation plan that's in place. Also, this is the card that you're going to use to get cash out at the ATM, use it to make purchases anywhere Visa is accepted. Well, every 2 weeks, SOLAVEI is going to deposit directly into your bank account. And let's say today you've got $298.44 sitting in your bank account. Well, one of the things that SOLAVEI is going to create is an environment where you can actually see where those dollars can go further. So today, you look on the application and you see every area by category where SOLAVEI partners are. You happen to see that today Target is offering between 3 and 7% on merchandise purchased by SOLAVEI members. So you go to Target, just like you normally do every single day, getting party supplies for this weekend, you're getting automotive supplies for your car, except here's what's different. 3 to 7% of that purchase today is being paid back to SOLAVEI, of which 50 cents of every single dollar of gross profit is being paid back to the members of SOLAVEI through the compensation plan that's in place. A virtuous cycle has been created. Well, one of the things that we will do here at SOLAVEI is weave a mobile wallet directly into that SOLAVEI bank account. So let's say you go to Target, you're at the cash register, and you see that little PayPass signal. And you say, I'm going to use my SOLAVEI mobile wallet. So you punch in your 4-digit code, and immediately it pops up. You see your previous SOLAVEI balance of $298.44. You see the transaction amount of $106.30. You see the current balance now of $192.14. You see the date, you see the time. You also see that 7% of that purchase is now going back to SOLAVEI, of which 50 cents on every single dollar of gross profit is being paid back to the members of SOLAVEI through the compensation plan that's in place. You say to yourself, why wouldn't I take the money I've got in my JP Morgan Chase or my Wells Fargo bank account and put it directly into my SOLAVEI Bank of America debit card because my money goes further? We have done a litany of focus groups. Here's what's amazing. We saw results that we've never seen before. 71% of the participants that were part of those focus groups said they'd moved from their current mobile phone service provider to SOLAVEI because of the rate plan of $49 a month unlimited, and also because all the benefits that came associated with SOLAVEI. I'll actually tell you about one of the focus groups that I personally did. It was with university students. There were seniors and first-year graduates. So if you think about the demographic for a moment, these individuals are very conscientious about what they make and what they spend, and every one of them have a mobile phone. I did the exact same presentation that I'm doing with you right now up until the last slide, and I asked the question, how many of you are interested? Every hand in the room went up. One young lady said, interested? I'm going to tell the entire student body here at the university about SOLAVEI. How many people in the next 60 days do you think would want to be like you and use SOLAVEI as our mobile service provider with $49 a month unlimited? She said, Ryan, everybody I know. And I said, okay, if you don't mind, please quantify that for me. She said, at least 20 people. I said, okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to be a little more conservative than you. I said, do you think that you know 6 people that would start using SOLAVEI as their primary mobile service provider because they too like the $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, and do just like you? She said, Ryan, that's easy. That's my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and I'm not even started talking to my friends yet. I said, okay, I tell you what. If 6 people do that within the next 60 days, we're going to put $150 directly into your bank account. On top of that, we are going to pay you $40 per month each month residual income on the usage of those individuals. So your $49 a month phone bill is now only $9. I said, how many of those 6 people are going to do exactly like you did? And she said every one of them. Again, I said, okay, I'm going to again be more conservative than that. I said, do you think that 3 of those 6 individuals will do half of what you did? She said, Ryan, they're all going to do 6. I said, okay, 3 just do half of what you did and just get 3. She said, Ryan, that's easy. I said, if that happens, we're now going to be paying you $150 a month. So your $49 a month phone bill is now gone. Plus, you're making over $100 a month, and we're not even talking about the goods and services. This is just on the mobile phone service. And if 6 of those individuals do half of what you did, we're now going to be paying you $260 a month each month. Well, it literally freaked out the focus group. And that is something we have seen with every single focus group we've done thus far over the last several months. And one of the reasons why there is so much enthusiasm around SOLAVEI and the opportunity we are bringing to the market. On September 21st, we're estimating over 250,000 members, all viewing a live webcast from the event. Many from parties that will be hosted across the U.S. Also, our live launch party in Seattle with celebrity personalities, purple carpet, everyone seeing the power of what SOLAVEI is bringing into the market with this $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, the very first social commerce company to ever be brought to the market. So on this day, September 21st, we move from an infection of individuals hearing about SOLAVEI. Now we flip the switch, and across the social graph of Facebook and Twitter, you're going to be seeing thousands of messages of people who are being positively impacted by using SOLAVEI as their primary mobile services provider. Individuals making income for doing something they were already doing naturally every day. Well, 12 months after launch, we are going to create a global network. And here's what I mean by that. If we have 5 million SOLAVEI members here in the U.S., each one of us is 1 or 2 people removed from someone somewhere else in the world. If you can just think about the deal we've just done with T-Mobile, we can do the same type of deal with mobile operators such as Telcel down in Mexico, or Rogers, or Bell, or Telus up in Canada, or Telefonica over in Spain, or Axiata over in Asia. Let's say we do those same deals in Canada and Mexico, and 1 year from now, a little message pops up in the middle of your phone that says, SOLAVEI Canada, SOLAVEI Mexico, now available to SOLAVEI members. Well, everyone in Canada and Mexico has probably already been watching Facebook and Twitter and been seeing all the activity surrounding SOLAVEI. They've actually been waiting for SOLAVEI to come into that market. You're now able to bring people into SOLAVEI, both in Canada and Mexico and other places around the world that SOLAVEI begins moving into. Well, that brings me now to our product evolution and to what we're doing with the product of SOLAVEI. We first started with mobile phone service, and the reason being that we believe the critical mass of millions of individuals using SOLAVEI as their primary mobile service provider gives us a conduit of communication to them with everything they do every day. We have built all of our technology around an intelligence engine, an intelligence architecture, which gives us an understanding of the usage patterns of our members, because we believe our members want us to know what they're doing on an anonymous basis. Why? Because we're all about our members. We're all totally focused every day at driving price down for them. We are focused every day at driving value, driving pay back into their life on the things they're already doing. And the more we can know, the more we can do to affect that positively. We're very different than companies such as Google and Facebook. You know, all of us, I don't believe any of us, are consumers of Facebook and Google. I mean, I've never written Facebook and Google a check. In fact, if anything, I'm a means to an end. I'm just a cost of good to them. I know that every day, Facebook and Google is collecting information on me so they can monetize me to their customers, which happens to be advertisers. We here at SOLAVEI are actually turning all of that on its head and putting all of the power, all of the pay back into the hands of those who matters most, which we believe are our SOLAVEI members. Many individuals around SOLAVEI today are calling that a revolution, and that is something we're extremely focused on, impacting people's lives. Stage number 2 is we're going to put more stuff through the network. Because you're using SOLAVEI as your primary mobile service provider, there is no stopping all the other things that we can bring to you and to our other SOLAVEI members. Goods and services, bringing you other things like cable, like energy and utility bills, things in an area where we can drive down price because of the aggregation of all of our members doing this together. More importantly, take all of those advertising dollars, $144 billion of that, which is spent in the U.S. today, and in fact, drive it back to the benefit of our SOLAVEI members. So bottom line, we believe this is going to be big. We are creating the very first global social marketing and social commerce network. We have been filing patent after patent around the technologies because no one has done this before, and we couldn't be more enthused about it. And what we believe today is that this is going to spread like wildfire. This is going to be something that is going to be viral, and we're already seeing the early indications of that with those individuals already involved with us. And I started thinking about the $12 billion in advertising that is spent by those 4 mobile operators. If you were able to take just $1, $2, $3, $4 billion of that and put it into $50, $100, and $200 increments into individuals' lives across this country, you literally change people's lives. It's a way to get a better car, pay off credit card debt. In fact, individuals that are making approximately $50,000 a year, which is approximately 75% of the U.S. population, the only way they make an extra $200 a month is to go get a part-time job, many of them at grocery stores, fast food restaurants, taking 40 to 50 hours a month away from their families to make that $200. Well, it's that environment that SOLAVEI is going to impact by driving down costs for all of our members and putting pay back into their lives based on everything they're already doing. We believe this is going to change people's lives, and that's why so many people are enthused with it. And those individuals are now making this vision their own. I want to thank you for watching this presentation and giving us the opportunity to tell you more about SOLAVEI and why we're all so enthused about what we're doing. I do look forward to the opportunity to meet you personally in the future. We look forward to seeing SOLAVEI and you having the opportunity to work together and being a part of this vision we have to positively impact millions of people's lives. Contact the person who invited you to this presentation and ask them for an invitation into our pre-registration system so you can get involved and also immediately start building your network prior to our national launch on September 21st. Thank you. Have a great day.